Appalachian Mountain Wrestling comes to Southern States Wrestling, and it seems a bit weighted one way, because there were two matches this week. Both of them are from Appalachian Mountain Wrestling belts. So firstly, the heavyweight belt, which Marty Clay, as you'll know, is in possession of, and the second, which you'll know even more, is in the possession of Lord Murphy Costigan. Yes, the Lord. The talent centre of Appalachian Mountain Wrestling and also Southern States Wrestling. He is the proud wearer of the Southern States. No, the Southern Eastern Belt. Or even the Southeastern Belt, if you want to be very pedantic about it. Now, these are two rather good matches. First up is Marty Clay, as I previously mentioned, versus PD Hogg. Now, PD Hogg really is a brawler, and Marty isn't. He's more of a wrestler's wrestler. So, Joe Wheeler's not there this week. He's got a 25th wedding anniversary, I think, isn't he? With his missus. Well, it has to be, doesn't it? Be a wedding anniversary. It might not be, of course, but I think it is. And so he's off on a trip, which is great. Very nice. And Dallas Danger will be there. Well, he is there. And as he says, I don't often these days come to Southern States Wrestling, but I still regard it as my home. How nice. A home that you maybe rent out for the summer and then come back. Very nice. It's stocked with beer and there are some pretzels always on the side for you. Now, Marty wants to show his wrestling acumen here, doesn't he? And he hits a rather low suplex after some slams. I'm not entirely entranced by this kind of action, but then when he fully extends his drop kick, that's bloody great. He then misses one, and PD Hogg gets in there. He's on him with some shots, fish hooks him. That's not nice, is it? Cranks the head. But then there's a shoulder tackle from Marty Clay, that's right. Some forearms, and he hits that C5. Is it the C4 or the D4, whatever it's called? I can never remember, or the F5? Anyway, for the pin, it weren't bad at all. In fact, it were rather good. Now listen to this. There'll be a Night of Champions soon, and I can't be there, obviously. But it'll be title versus title. Because it's Marty Clay, versus Chase Emery, Appalachian title, versus Southern States title. It's going to go to a double DQ, isn't it? It's going to have to. You can't have one person walking around with those two belts, surely not. But maybe that's what'll happen. Wrestling constantly confounds me. Confounded wrestling. Now, it's time for Lord. Of course it is. Versus Jeff Connelly. Now, Jeff Connelly, one half of the faction with Jeff Baker, the two Jeffs. They wanted to call their tag team the two Jeffs, but it doesn't have the same ring. He was a bad guy, of course, until they started fighting the champions, the Syndicate, of course, Jordan Lawrence, now called, and Trey Chaos with Miss Serenity as their manager, and they're hated so much that by dint of that, it seems, and by dint of them taking them to the wire and almost getting the belt several times, and losing those matches via nefarious means, the faction have become good guys. And as Dallas Danger says, I can't believe that been away for 6 months, come back, he's a fan favourite. Well, he's bound to be a fan favourite when you've got Lord Murphy Costigan. Lord Murphy Costigan, as I mentioned it, Lord. Because he is what people regard as a bad guy. I just think he's a great wrestler who uses his wrestling acumen, and he has the Southeastern belt. Now, Connelly decides to work the arm to start with. And by the way, Bo James, who's doing the commentary with Dallas Danger, is now talking up Jeff Connelly, which is in good shape, which he is, best shape of his career, which it might be. I've seen the whole career, but there you go. And I'm then thinking, well, you need to do something else as well as grabbing that arm. Yeah, he still has the arm for quite some time. Lord then gets a leg lock, and Connelly gets out of it, goes back to the arm. You probably need to do something a bit more with the arm. So Lord obviously thinks, well, I've had enough of this. Headbutt to the torso. Very naughty, that. Big postings, and Connelly goes back to the arm. Now, I understand the wear down move, and I like that working a body part thing, but I want to see a bit more, really. So I was very pleased when Lord Murphy Costigan used Jeff Connelly's hair to hit him with the headbutt. Very nice. Lord gets a flying clothesline, which is lovely, and some jabs. Nice belly-to-belly suplex and a head crank. That is very nice. And there's a big Lord clothesline, another one, for a 2 count. He then talks to him because he's getting frustrated. I mean, he screams after a basement clothesline for a 2 count because he can't put him away. There are some punchlines, not a punch, not a clothesline, a punchline from Jeff Connelly, a swinging neck breaker, which is very nice. He's doing some other stuff, which is good because I do like his work very much. Yes, a 2 count from that. Out comes Mike Mann, obviously to make sure that Lord Murphy Costigan's all right, because they are friends, aren't they? The referee decides to get distracted by this. You don't have to get distracted by it. You don't have to do that, which allows Murphy Costigan just to fiddle with his knee pad or anything. He didn't put anything in there. I didn't see that. Hits Connelly with the knee. It's a lovely knee lift, and that will be your pin. It's just a really good knee lift. And the referee chose to be distracted by Mike Mann, who wasn't doing anything, just out saying hello to his friend. You know, is he not? Does he have to buy a ticket? He is on the roster. So, and then there's a really good knee lift, not with any assistance whatsoever. I won't have anybody saying that for the pin. Jeff Connelly cannot feel aggrieved at that. He just got bested by a really good knee lift, I'm going to say. And it was a great episode. Liked it. 2 good matches. Appalachian Mountain Wrestling, I need to look at it a lot more. I keep saving those to look at, and then other things come in. I must have a look, particularly Lord Murphy Costigan or Lord Murphy Costigan. Either way, Lord Murphy Costigan. Lordy Murphy Costigan is not. Lord Murphy Costigan is a champ, and so he should be. Ta-ta.